event number 1, crushing the packing bubbles that come. Are you ready? On your marks, get set, go. Okay, that's pretty much a tie.
Ooh, was it a tie?
I think so. It was pretty much a dead heat, except that on further inspection after the race,
What?
I missed a bubble. I missed a bubble, so I'm disqualified. Tony is the champ.
Woo, winner!
Yeah, you go on the scoreboard in number 1 spot.
It's the gloves.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
gloves made me faster.
Maybe.
Faster.
Why, hello there.
Enough, move. Hello, punters. It's me, Hank. I am here today with my son and my daughter. Yes, this is the one that put the goldfish crackers into my box of cereal on April Fool's Day. I still haven't been the same. The taste I can't get out of my mouth. Not funny. Anywho, we have been stuck at home doing a lot of reading, and we're going to talk about a few things that we've checked out in the last few days. So to start with, Black Badge Volume 1 hardcover graphic novel, oversized. This one about a group of Boy Scouts that have been put together to form an elite group that they go around the world to do things that, say, adult covert operatives couldn't do. So they are young, they are an elite Black Badge team tasked by the government to save the day. Bum, bum, bum. Super cool. Matt and Tyler, fantastic story, fantastic artwork. You've got to check it out. Gotta check it out. I'm going to check out Volume 2 next week, so I'll let you know how that is. But Volume 1, amazing. Now, son of mine, what have you been reading?
Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys? Which one is this? Hardy Boys Secret Files number 13, Balloon Blow Up, still written, if you can believe, by Franklin W. Dixon. This guy's been writing books for at least 100 years now or something. I don't know. So tell everybody, without spoiling the ending, what happens in this book?
Somebody wrecks the balloon.
What? And then what?
One of the volunteers to be a little thing that carries the balloon in the parade. He was the one that cut it.
So without giving too many spoilers away, the Hardy Boys have to figure out who blew up the balloon and not blew up with air, like, because it's supposed to be in the parade. They're supposed to help them out. This book, excellent. It's number 13, so we started, or we're going to start number 14 today. So if you haven't checked out the Secret Files of the Hardy Boys, would you say what? 1 thumb up, 2 thumbs up? 2 thumbs way up. And now my daughter has been reading a book, The Miscalculations of Lightning Girl? Zap! Tell us about it.
The book is by Stacy
McNulty?
And it's about a girl who got struck by lightning when she was 8 years old, and the right side of her brain shut down, but then the left side of the brain had to work harder, so then she became a genius, and now she can do really hard math that's easy to her. And she's 12 years old, and she would actually qualify for college already.
So what you're saying is we should go out when there's a lightning storm and try to get zapped by lightning, and then we'll become super smart?
Yep.
Sweet. So those are our recommendations for this week. I guess please keep reading, keep checking out Punch TV, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Bye. Bye.
Do I look here? Do I look there? What is here? There? Does that work? Can you see me? Hello? Hello? Can you, is this thing on? Anyway, this is a major party. And for all you Punch TV fans, this is Major Parties, Major Isolation Party. Now every day, I am going through my thousands and thousands of fan letters I receive, without exaggeration, and I read through them all. Of course, in this time of being safe and staying healthy, I need to wash them or hand sanitize all of them first, which means they get very wet and clumped together and soggy. So I hang them on my balcony until they dry. Now the letters that don't get eaten by birds or fly away from the wind, those ones I can read. And the ones that I read, the biggest comment and question I'm getting is, Major, what can we do in this time when we have to stay home and stay safe? I had one poor listener, writer, a script writer, not a script writer, a letterer? Is that how you say that? Letterer? We'll stick with that. And in his letter, he said that he has now watched every show on Netflix. And here's the thing, he doesn't even have Netflix. He has to watch it through his window with a telescope in his neighbor's house. So here we go. Let's get ready for Major Parties, Major Isolation Party. Okay, great. Now this next part, just cut this part out because the viewers don't need to see this. But I'm just gonna do like a cool pose or something. So if it could be like animated or frozen or do like ba ba to make it pop, give it some production, that'd be really cool. Here we go. Here comes the pose. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Yeah, that'd be great. So if you could do something with that, choice. All right. Went pretty well, I think. Oh, piece of cake. TV, like it's complicated. This next scene, there'll be a lot of motion. So if you're prone to motion sickness, you may want to skip this next part of Major Parties, Major Self-Isolation Party. The first example we are going to do today is one of my favorite games I used to play growing up back in Marineville, and it's called Move Around Really Fast and then Stop. Here are the rules. You move around really fast and then you stop. Let me give you an example. Go! Go! Got it? Here we go. Now, I invite everyone to join me at home in a couple quick rounds of move around really fast and then stop. If you can, stand. If not, get those hands in the air. And here we go. Round 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go! Stop! Go! Stop! Hours of fun. Woo! Whew. Major Party might need to start doing some major cardio over the next little bit. Whew, man, that kind of wore me out. Whew.
Punch TV is brought to you in part by Amazing Stories, providing Saskatoon with comics, games, toys, graphic novels, t-shirts, and more for over 22 years. Online at AmazingStoriesComics.com, in person on 8th Street in Saskatoon.
Welcome to Punch TV. We're going to talk about some music books today. Just kind of a random assortment, I guess. Some we've read, some we have not read yet. What's your favorite one in here, Tony?
I'm definitely going to go with the Galactron. Galactitron.
Yeah.
This is actually Brenda Small, Stephen Mannion. I love the art. I actually just love everything about this book. It's very fun. It's pretty cool. The art is awesome. And it has some really creepy people in it.
I've talked about this book before, and my favorite thing about it is that, like, he is a robot friend, the main character, and at the beginning, it's given to you, like, how to tune your guitar, what key to tune it into, and then, like, what tabs to play so you can get the effects of, like, what the robot's saying. So it's like...
That is very musical, without a doubt.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool. Have you done it yet?
I have. It's beyond my skill set. Brennan Smalls is an incredible guitar player. I absolutely love all of his animated stuff. He did home movies. He did Metalocalypse, which is insane, and all of it's on Adult Swim. You can watch it for free, and it's such a great series and great music. Just really brilliant music.
What are you listening to and reading?
Yeah, well, that's it. You can listen to and read it at the same time. It's with Galacticon. There's records, and they're really good. They're really, really good songs. I'm gonna pick out Archie 1955 because it has a local connection. Tom Grummett did the art, and it's really cool. It's like the Archies as a band. They're kind of having a tough time making it, and they meet rock stars and stuff, and it's
The Archies.
the Archies.
And then speaking of Archie with rock stars, here's the Archie B-52s. I loved the B-52s when I was growing up. We used to drive around in our cars listening to Rock Lobster over and over and over again. So that's pretty cool. I haven't read this one at all. Have you read the
I
B-52s?
didn't read this one.
I think
no.
it's kind of the Archie thing right now is to put Archie with these people. But yeah, it's classic Archie. If you like Archie, I think that'd be pretty neat.
Yep.
Yeah.
The James Brown autobiography, or biography, I guess. He didn't write this because he's no longer with us. It's very good. It's good storytelling, and there's some good facts and stuff. And yeah, it's an interesting take on his story. I was really taken with the Bowie book. This is Michael Allred. He has a very distinct style of drawing. And so it tells his story, but there's like all these other like rock stars in there peppered in, and there's some really, really cool art.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it is a pretty looking book. And this just came out just within the last couple of months. So it's pretty new on the shelf. I want to check that one out. I selected some of these other ones, like Scott Pilgrim. He has a band. It's how he kind of helps save the world or whatever. So that's an integral part of that storytelling, even though it's not a real rock star like Elvis. It's a fictional rock star. Same thing with Black Canary. In this telling, Black Canary is actually like a singer in a band, and like sometimes she gets in trouble because she like does her canary voice thing and it wrecks the bar.
Cool.
Yeah, so kind of neat. This one I picked because it is from a story and lyrics by Neil Peart, who died this past year, drummer from Rush. And it's actually a really good little fantasy tale. I quite enjoyed this when this came out in comics. So that one you might want to pick up in graphic novel form.
How about this Iron Maiden one here?
Please,
Yes,
do
Iron
tell.
Maiden. Well, I've not read it. I just thought it was fascinating. I remember when it came out, I was going to pick it up, and I just didn't. I'm a really big Iron Maiden fan, yet at the same time, I didn't think this would be good. But just looking at it, I'm really impressed with the art. It looks really cool. And he's pretty much going on a vengeance, and he's killing all the people that are in all his albums. So he goes to some the Pharaoh guy. He goes to like the Devil guy at the end here. It's quite good. Looks good.
It is good. I bought that. This came out about the same time as the Guar comic came out, and I really like that one too. DMC, Daryl makes comics,
nice.
so Run DMC fame. This is okay. It's not that great. It looks better than it is. And I guess on this note, I will. I didn't have a copy of it, but Hip Hop Family Tree is stupidly amazing. It's so good. Ed Piskor did that one, and it is actually an encyclopedia of hip hop over the ages, and it's so good. It's so good. If you're at all interested in the history of that style of music, or even if just like the pop culture of that time, New York City, that kind of stuff, it's super amazing. It's super good to get. So a couple of choices for you.
Elvis.
It's a weird looking
Right?
book.
It's very poorly illustrated. I don't know if it's supposed to be.
It's just kind of basic.
Yeah.
It's very like, childlike drawings, which is okay. And it's just sort of little tidbits of his life, little facts about him and
The
stuff.
guy that drew this probably right now is yelling, "That's how it's supposed to be done." I did that on purpose.
And great. That's good. I applaud the effort, and it is interesting.
Looks like Elvis, better than I could do.
It is actually better than either of us could do. So, that's kind of cool. This damn band, it's a fictionalized account of a band who sells their soul to the devil. And Babies in Black is the story of the Beatles. So,
Is that a real story of the Beatles? Or is it a fictional
no,
story?
it is.
It's
It
real,
is the
like,
story of Astrid and Stu Sutcliffe, who kind of formed their look and their style, when they were learning to be the Beatles when they were in Germany. They were little hipster, mods who very, very artistic people who I think really shaped the band. Anyway, it's kind of that story.
Cool.
And it's good. So a few musical graphic novels to put on your to-do list if you're looking for reads while you are at home during this crazy, crazy time.
I just touched my glasses with my hands.
That's okay, you have gloves on.
Okay. But that's what I mean. That's the thing, though. Who knows where these gloves have been?
So take them off and put on a new pair. All right.
I'll see you later.
After all of our moving around and reading and interviewing, another really good thing we can do for our next activity is just to sit back, relax, and have a nice cup of tea. That's what tea tastes like? People kept telling me this was good for me. Hey, try some tea. It's good for the immune system. Well, maybe instead of tea, if that's not your choice, why not just have a refreshing glass of water in a cool Batman glass that you could have bought back in the 80s at McDonald's? That's what water tastes like? I thought this was supposed to be good for you too. Why is it that everything that's supposed to be good for you tastes so badly? I think I can fix that. I'm gonna make my own tea. Here I have an old salsa jar, preferably dirty, and I found some old expired spices that were in the back of my spice cabinet. Top it off some hot water. I think that's looking pretty good, but let's kick it up a little bit. Let's add a couple shots of some mild Tabasco sauce, and then I have some medium Tabasco sauce, and then I have some really hot Tabasco sauce, and then I got some curry because, it's always good on everything. Why not? Put a bit of that in there, and then to top it off, let's add some nutritional yeast, which is good for your vitamins, your B12s, and things along that line. I'm being very careful. I don't want to spill it everywhere. I don't want to waste it. There you go. So now I got my new great tasting health. Look at that. That looks like health. Now I'll shake it up a little bit. It's okay. I sanitize my hands. Ooh, I don't want to make a mess. I put too much water in there. Major party. Here, let me try to shake this around again a bit better. Without making a mess, because it's on my carpet right now. Oh, look at that. Look at that going. Let's try some. Cheers, everyone. Mmm, delicious.
This is Fancy Face. We adopted her this summer. She belonged to the grandma of my sister's friend, Gwen, and she needed a new home when Gwen's grandma moved into a senior center. We love her so much. She literally jumped into my arms the first time we met, and she completely stole my heart. My other cat, Cooper, who's 16, does not quite feel the same way, but they're learning to tolerate one another, and Fancy is super, super affectionate. She's super, super fluffy, and she is like no other cat that I have ever met in my entire life. So we took her in the backyard last weekend and let her romp around in the snow in the new spring that is springing, and I thought that you might like to get a good look at her. So meet Fancy Face. She is the light of my life, and I love her.
Punch TV is brought to you in part by Amazing Stories, providing Saskatoon with comics, games, toys, graphic novels, t-shirts, and more for over 22 years. Online at AmazingStoriesComics.com, in person on 8th Street in Saskatoon.
Hey Punchers, it's me, Hank. And I'm standing out here on the street. Why? Because it's springtime. And you know what that means? It means it's time for the annual race between my children and myself to see who in the family is the fastest. Now last year, I won of course, but there was a little bit of, somebody got a little grumpy because she thought that she won when she didn't. So now we're gonna videotape this thing so I can prove that I really am the fastest. So, here we go.
Punch TVers, it's Kathy. Usually I'm behind the camera, but today I want to show you something about being in quarantine at our house. We don't have any pets, so it's pretty quiet, but I want to show you something today that makes me feel so happy during the quarantine when we can't go outside. So watching my plants grow really makes me happy. Through the winter, they were not doing much, and then now that it's spring, they're really sprouting, and it makes me so happy. It reminds me of better days and being outside, and things still grow, even though it's kind of a crappy time, and we're stuck inside. So, this is a Christmas cactus that Jody gave us. It outgrew its original little terrarium that she made for us. You can see that? It's Star Trek. So it has its own little pot now, and it's budding and growing lots of leaves. It's doing fantastic. This other big plant next to me here, this is an amaryllis. In the winter, this plant we named Sideshow for Sideshow Bob. And I'll put a picture of what it looked like in the winter for you, so you understand why it was called Sideshow. But all its giant leaves fell off, and right around when this whole COVID thing started happening, it started sprouting these two stalks that are gonna grow into beautiful, beautiful flowers when they open up. I don't even remember what color they are, so it's gonna be a big surprise. That's gonna be fun. And then next to me here, this is a snake plant, this one. It also is loving this time of year and growing. These light green leaves here, these are all new. Yay, spring. This is an orchid. Also, there we go, there. Sprouting this little thing right here, not the stick, but the green thing attached to the stick, that's also gonna be a flower. So exciting. And this one also, I don't know if you can see its flower stalk there, but it will have also a flower stalk. Pretty exciting. I'm pumped. Also, wait, one other thing that makes me happy. Look at this.
Our first competitor is Tony. Tony won the first event in the Comic Store Olympics, the Bubble Pop. He's expected to do very well today. He has qualified for pole position, and he's off. Oh, navigating through the comic aisle really, really well. Here comes these problematic turns for our competitor. Oh, experiencing some trouble through the game section. Bit of a slow transition here through the hairpin turn. And setting himself up for the the breakaway here, just past the paints, and we're going to see him come towards the front. He's got an opportunity to make up some time here, but having a little bit of trouble just past the till. And he's near the finish line, and he is going to set the course standard at 52.96. Well done. Let's see if Jody can do better. Jody was disqualified in the first event for missing a bubble, but hopefully she can turn that around today. Indeed, folks are rooting for her, and we're waiting for the gun, and she's off. A different bit of a technique here. She's using the racking to propel herself. This is a new strategy in the course we haven't seen before. Oh, wow. Excellent navigation of those first couple of corners. Coming around the hairpin now in good time. She's shaved a couple of seconds off already. If she can maintain the speed down the stretch, the gold will be hers. And she is doing really well. A stunning performance and a new record, beating Tony by 4.5 seconds. Wow. Tony, today was not your best day on the course. What went wrong for you?
You know, I went around a couple of these hairpin turns, and I really thought I got it going, but I slipped out a couple times, and there was some obstacles. There was the paint rack that got in my way, and pretty much the whole game area was really hard for me to get around. You know, I could have done better. I think that I blame the cart. I think if the cart was more tuned up, I would have been better.
All right. Well, good luck to you next time.
Yeah, thanks. Jody, big win for you today. Well done. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel great. I've prepared for this for years. I feel like I know the course really, really well. It's all about mental preparation, and I feel like my strategy was good. I did have a little trouble in the chicanes and the hairpins, but, I made up a lot of ground on the straightaways, and so, it's just about, one for the team, doing it 110%, and I'm just thrilled with the result.
Congratulations, the world is watching.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done.
We have now come to the end of Major Party's major isolation party activities, and I'm sure you've been wondering this whole time. Major Party, what is our last activity? Air guitar, of course. What's one thing that you can do by yourself that no one needs to help you with? You can play music, enjoy yourself, and if there's one thing the world needs right now, it's the message of peace, love, and air guitar. Here you go. Let's get your air guitar on. Mine's right over here. I'm gonna wear it a little bit high just so you can see it a bit better. First, let's get our guitar tuned up. We wanna make sure that we're not offending anyone's ears. Now, for copyright and licensing reasons, I'll be playing along to Rockin' in the Free World by Neil Young, a classic in the air guitar world. However, you at home, you can put on whatever song you want. If it happens to be at 120 beats per minute, even better, because it'll be like we're playing at the same time. Here we go. Get your guitar ready, get your song ready, fix your glasses. Here comes the count in. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get in there, get in there. Keep that hand moving, get that rhythm going. Right on, here it comes. Ew, my camera's even giving me some extra action with some movement there. Right on, here we go. Guitar solo. Actually, no, you take it, you got this. I got your back. Nice, you've been practicing, well done. Let's do a quick windmill in there. Give me one of those, give me a couple of those. Right on. I will then let you keep playing, and while you are, you keep on playing, you keep enjoying yourself, smile, be happy. Remember, stay healthy, stay safe. And this is Major Party saying, why be a minor when you could be a major?